Hello guys, welcome to Outdate Your Gamer, and today I'm going to talk about a very special game, and that is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. In the middle of the 90s, I didn't have a console, and my father had a PC, which was the system I used to play video games, of course. And I used to play a lot of platformer games like Aladdin, Jack Jazz Rabbit, and many other games that was something more meant for kids. But in '97, he got me one of the most important games for me as a gamer, and that is, of course, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And you ask me why this game is so important to me. Well, before Sonic, I played tons of platformer, as I said before, and which I enjoyed them. I mean, they weren't bad games, it's just, they were games I played just for fun, nothing like, like I got the true passion of playing for them, but Sonic was different, you had like a really good gameplay, solid gameplay game, but in the same time you had like a really cool story, which was filled with cutscenes that made me really curious to see the end, and of course beating this game. And as a kid, for me, beating games was such a big deal, like games were hard, and as a kid it was a little bit frustrating playing video games, of course. And yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was probably the very first game I could actually finish. First, we got this really amazing title, and we have two options here. We have the player 1, which is the main story, and we have the competition mode, which is a 2-player mode. Nothing special about it, but it's a plus having like a 2-player mode in a game like this. As you can see, you can save the game. This was the very first Sonic game you could save it, your files, and you can change your characters, and all the things. So this is a really pretty basic menu, but it was really good. You could save in this kind of games, and especially this game has tons of replay value. And one of the most impressive moments as a kid was this very cutscene, seeing Sonic like flying in supersonic form was such an impressive cutscene for me, and really memorable, as you can see on the video. And this is one of those things that you don't need it in the game, but if you add it, it's like, it could really impress someone, and impress me, really. One of the few additions in this game compared to other Sonic games is the fact that power-ups now have special abilities. Like, for example, we have the power-up bubble that you can bounce into enemies, which is really helpful. And we have the lightning power that makes you able to double jump, and of course attract rings. And finally we have the fire power that allows you to dash really fast, which is a really cool power. As a kid, I loved this power up a lot. And of course, not forgetting, you can use Tails that allows you to fly anywhere, and Knuckles that you can over and climb walls. These were really cool additions, and yeah, so makes the game feels balanced. Like, Sonic doesn't feel too powerful, because Knuckles you can like climb everywhere, and Tails you can fly everywhere. So you have this really good balance between those characters as well. And one of the things that really impressed me was the really big variety of levels this game had. You never feel like you are playing the same level, at all. And you have like Hydro City when you are being chased by a big wall. You have like Ice Cap when you can snowboard, which is really cool. Or you have Sandalpolis when you are riding a rope. And these levels are really different from each other, they really play differently. So, and of course you have this really no, fuck this level, fuck. And not forgetting, one of the reasons that really I prefer Sonic 3 over Sonic 2, and one is the levels transitions. They all have cutscenes, so it makes much more sense, while playing, why you end up in that place than just warp. This is something that used to bother me, and saying that Sonic on Sonic 3 they did it really well, like really simple cutscenes in game that they still really capture the feeling, and yeah. We can't talk about Sonic without talking about its fantastic music, man. I can't even put words how much I love the soundtrack. In fact, the music that you are hearing in the background is actually the music of the game itself. The game itself has actually really high replay value. If you compare like with older Sonic games, you have now 14 emeralds to get, which is something new on Sonic series. Now you have as well 3 different endings depending how many emeralds you have, and there's different events if you play with Knuckles, so probably would take about 20 hours just to complete and experience everything that Sonic has to offer, which is really cool. In the end, I can only assume that Sonic 3 and Knuckles it's still the best 2D Sonic game in the whole series. Even nostalgia, it's a strong feeling that could influence your choice, but this isn't the case. This game is still a solid experience, and thanks to Sega, has been ported to almost every console. There's no excuse to not play this game, guys. If you don't play this game, fuck you. I hope you guys like this small review / nostalgia travel, and I hope you guys see you on the next video. Until then, guys, see ya.